Mahavir. Long, long ago, King Siddhartha and Queen Trishala of Vaishali were expecting a baby. On the outskirts of Vaishali lived a poor Brahmin and his wife. This Brahmin couple was also expecting a baby. When it was time for the baby to be born, Lord Mahavir's soul descended from heaven and entered the Brahmin lady's womb. Lord Indra, however, interchanged the babies that were in the wombs of Trishala and the Brahmin woman so that Mahavir would be born to a Kshatriya. It is believed that the mother of a divine soul witnesses 14 auspicious objects in her dreams. Trishala dreamt of these objects too. They were a lion, an elephant, a bull, Goddess Lakshmi, a pair of garlands, the sun, the moon, a flag, a silver jug, a lake with lotuses, the milky ocean, a divine chariot, a heap of jewels, and a smokeless fire. Soon afterwards, a son was born to Queen Trishala. The boy was named Vardhamana, which means one who brings prosperity. At the time of his birth, 56 celestial beings came down to earth. They bathed and dressed the mother and child and celebrated his birth. Vardhamana grew to be a loving and compassionate boy. Once, while all his friends ran away frightened, he was able to calm an angry elephant. One day, Vardhamana subdued a demon that had joined their play in the guise of a boy. After this, people called him Mahavira, meaning very brave. Though Mahavir was a prince, he lived a simple life. 2 years after his parents died, at the age of 30, Mahavir took his brother's permission and became a monk. He distributed all his wealth to the poor and left home. Lord Indra presented him with a piece of divine cloth. When the cloth was placed on Mahavir's shoulder, he gained the ability to read the minds of all beings. Mahavir was a very generous person. One day, on seeing the plight of a poor Brahmin, Mahavir tore the piece of divine cloth into two and gave one half to him. The Brahmin's wife, however, was very greedy. She forced her husband to get the other half too. So the Brahmin followed Mahavir into a forest where the cloth snagged on a thorny bush. Mahavir walked on and the Brahmin returned home happily with the cloth. From that day on, Mahavir remained naked. Once a very poisonous snake bit Mahavir. He compassionately said to the snake, "Be enlightened and attain peace." His compassion moved the snake, and it never attacked anyone again. Mahavir travelled far and reached the village Jrambhika. He stayed on the bank of a river, Rujuvaluka, and fasted for 2 days. It was while meditating here that he attained enlightenment and became a jinnah, one who conquers his inner enemies. Mahavir taught the Agamas, which were compiled by 11 Ganadharas. Mahavir believed that all beings were equal and worthy of love and respect. The ultimate objective of his teachings was for people to attain freedom from the cycle of birth, life, misery, and death. He was against the practice of rituals and sacrifice. His teachings propagated the 5 vows of non-violence, truth, non-stealing, chastity or not indulging in sensuous pleasures, and non-attachment or non-possession of material things. For 30 years after enlightenment, Mahavir traveled far and wide, encouraging people to follow his path of true compassion. He organized the Jains into the 4-fold Sangha. At the age of 72, he gave his last sermon, which lasted 2 whole days. After the sermon, he left his earthly body. He was the 24th and the last Tirthankara, or great teacher of Jainism.